Every evening, something extraordinary happens in your backyard. It happens so quietly, so naturally, that almost nobody notices. One moment, a brilliant red northern cardinal sits proudly on a familiar branch, glowing in the warm light of the setting sun. His scarlet feathers catch the final golden rays, making him seem almost impossible to ignore. Then, he simply disappears. No dramatic flight across the sky, no hurried escape into the distance, no obvious place to hide, just an empty branch, gently swaying in the evening breeze. Tomorrow morning, he'll be back, as though nothing ever happened. But tonight, where is he? Where does a bird so full of life during the day vanish after sunset? And how does something so small survive an entire night filled with darkness, freezing temperatures, and silent predators? The answer is much closer than you think. In fact, it may be happening only a few steps from your own home. And once you discover the hidden world that comes alive after sunset, you'll never look at your backyard the same way again. As daylight slowly fades, your backyard begins changing shifts. The cheerful chorus that filled the afternoon becomes quieter. Squirrels disappear into the trees. Butterflies settle among the flowers. The warm colors of daylight slowly melt into soft shades of blue and silver. To us, the day is ending. But for wildlife, an entirely different story is just beginning. Owls awaken beneath the growing darkness. Raccoons quietly begin their nightly search for food. Tiny insects fill the evening air with gentle songs. And somewhere among the branches, one beautiful bird begins preparing for the most dangerous part of its entire day. The northern cardinal. Bright, beautiful, confident. Throughout the daylight hours, he seems fearless. He sings proudly from the tallest branches. He visits the backyard feeder without hesitation. He flashes brilliant red against the green leaves, impossible to overlook. Yet, only a few minutes later, that same confident bird becomes almost invisible. He grows completely silent. He avoids open spaces. He disappears into the deepest cover he can find. Why? Because nighttime changes everything. Most people imagine birds simply returning to their nests each evening. It seems like the obvious answer. After all, that's where baby birds are raised. But the truth is far more fascinating. Adult northern cardinals don't spend every night inside a nest. Outside the breeding season, many rarely sleep in one at all. Instead, they rely on a survival strategy that has protected their species for thousands of generations. A strategy built not on strength or speed, but on remaining completely unseen. Long before darkness fully settles across the yard, the cardinal quietly leaves the open branches where you've watched him all day. He doesn't fly far. In fact, he often stays surprisingly close. Instead of heading toward a nest, he carefully weaves his way into the thickest vegetation he can find. An evergreen, a cedar, a holly bush, a tangled wall of vines. Places that appear ordinary from the outside, But hidden deep within those branches lies one of nature's safest shelters. From only a few feet away, you could look directly at that bush and never realize a bright red bird is quietly resting inside. That is exactly the point. For a sleeping cardinal, being seen can mean being hunted. Every evening, survival begins with one simple decision: disappear. Not by flying farther away, not by fighting danger, simply by becoming invisible. Nature has taught the cardinal an important lesson. Sometimes the safest place isn't somewhere distant, it's somewhere hidden. Take a moment to picture your own backyard. Perhaps there's an old evergreen beside the fence, maybe a dense hedge along the driveway, or a tall cedar tree near the porch. You've probably walked past those branches hundreds of times without giving them a second thought. Yet tonight, one of them may already be protecting a tiny life.
Or the hidden roost.
A northern cardinal tucked safely among the leaves, patiently waiting for morning. And here's something even more remarkable. Many cardinals return to the very same sheltered spot night after night, as long as it continues to keep them safe. Think about that. The bird visiting your feeder each morning may be sleeping in the same evergreen every single night, only a few steps from your bedroom window. While your family enjoys the warmth and comfort of home, your tiny feathered neighbor quietly depends on nothing more than instinct, carefully chosen shelter, and the protection of a few humble branches. But choosing the perfect hiding place is only the beginning. Because once darkness finally, as the afternoon slowly fades into evening, something remarkable begins to happen. The peaceful cardinal you've been watching all day suddenly becomes much more active. He flies from branch to branch. He visits the feeder again and again and again. To us, it almost looks impatient, perhaps even a little greedy. But nature tells a very different story. The cardinal isn't eating because he's simply hungry. He's eating because time is running out. Every sunflower seed he swallows before sunset is another small investment in tomorrow morning. Once darkness falls, feeding becomes almost impossible. Unlike owls, northern cardinals are birds of the day. Their eyes are wonderfully adapted for daylight, helping them spot seeds, berries, and insects with remarkable precision. But as the light disappears, so does their greatest advantage. The backyard that felt familiar only minutes ago suddenly becomes a place filled with uncertainty. There will be no more searching for food until dawn. Whatever energy the cardinal carries into the night is all he has. Imagine finishing your final meal of the day, knowing you won't have another chance to eat for the next 12 hours. Now imagine spending those 12 hours outside, through cold winds, falling snow, or freezing temperatures. That is the reality facing every northern cardinal as evening approaches. His body weighs little more than a handful of coins. Tiny, lightweight, delicate. Yet inside that small body is one of nature's most remarkable survival systems. Throughout the day, every seed, every berry, every tiny insect has been quietly transformed into stored energy. As sunset approaches, he gathers just a little more. Not because he wants to, because he may need every last bit. On the coldest winter nights, those final few sunflower seeds can mean the difference between greeting another sunrise or never waking again. Suddenly, the simple bird feeder outside your window feels very different.